Hello, a very good morning to you. A bit of a dull start to the day today, and for many of us over the next couple of days it will be rather cloudy with increasingly unsettled weather from Friday into this weekend, with some spells of heavy rain to come and some rather strong winds. We're keeping our eye on those, but back to today's details, and for many of us we'll begin to see that cloud breaking up just a little bit as we head through the day. Mostly dry conditions with a few bright spells, but winds picking up for Irish sea coast around the Isle of Man as we go through the day today, and cloud tends to build from the west as we approach this evening. Ahead of that, temperatures at 17 Celsius won't feel too chilly at all, and then gradually overnight tonight rain will move into the Isle of Man. It pushes a little bit further during the course of the day tomorrow into parts of Lancashire and Cumbria, but it's low cloud and mistiness for most of us to end the night tonight, and a dry night to come with temperatures in double figures. It isn't going to be chilly. The progress of that rain for western parts then, as you can see, moves across the Irish Sea during tomorrow morning up into parts of Cumbria and North Lancashire through the day. Further south, a little drier, a few glimmers of brightness, breezy and rather gusty winds for western coasts. Temperatures again to around 17 or 18 degrees. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good afternoon. Rather dull conditions today, but a few glimmers of brightness here and there, and it will be rather breezy for Irish sea coast by the end of the day. Temperatures not feeling chilly at the moment as we head into this evening, staying in double figures, a few breaks in the cloud, some mistiness and patchy showery rain for far western reaches, particularly the Isle of Man before dawn, and rather gusty winds there to start the day tomorrow. A band of rain will be moving in across the Irish Sea up into parts of Lancashire and Cumbria through tomorrow morning. Further south, bits and pieces of patchy rain, but during the afternoon, generally dry, rather cloudy and dull, but again, it isn't going to be a chilly day. Bye-bye. Hello again, a rather cloudy couple of days to come. It's not feeling chilly, but by the time we get to Friday and into the weekend, some rather unsettled weather ahead, spells of rain and some really windy conditions to start this weekend. As we can see, low pressure to the north, high pressure trying to keep things a little bit quieter down to the southwest there. But over the next couple of days or so, we will see a good deal of cloud cover for our part of the world, and then a spell of rain to come to end the working week. This afternoon and into this evening, patchy showery rain for Irish sea coast, and for the Isle of Man, something heavier before dawn. Elsewhere, dry conditions, some low cloud and mistiness, a mild night ahead, staying in double figures, but it will be rather more breezy again for western parts before tomorrow morning, with possibly some mist and fog for eastern reaches of Cheshire and Derbyshire before dawn. Now that rain band will push its way across the Irish Sea through tomorrow into parts of Lancashire and Cumbria through the afternoon, patchy elsewhere and probably a good deal drier through the afternoon further south, but cloudy conditions to end the day. It's breezy. Temperatures aren't chilly at around 17 or 18 degrees, but there's not much sunshine to speak of probably by the end of tomorrow afternoon. Thursday, another dull day. Friday will be wet, and on Saturday it could turn quite windy. And that lovely autumnal sunshine might be in short supply over the next few days, and it's turning rather unsettled to end the week. The details are coming up later. Thank you. A very good evening to you. The next couple of days will be fairly quiet weather-wise, rather cloudy conditions, and temperatures around or just above average for the time of year. But into the end of the week, something more unsettled will develop, with spells of rain moving in from the west and increasingly windy weather as we get towards Saturday. So a very unsettled end to this week, with low pressure dominating as we head into next. But back to this evening's details. Bits and pieces of patchy rain for Irish sea coast, the Isle of Man, something rather heavy by the end of the night. Elsewhere, dry conditions, low cloud, mistiness and a bit of fog in places, but a mild night to come. Temperatures staying in double figures with an increasing breeze, rather gusty conditions again around the Isle of Man and for Irish sea areas before tomorrow morning. Speaking of which, the sun will be up tomorrow at 7:12. It sets at 6:48. And for many of us here in the northwest, tomorrow will start on a cloudy note, and we'll see that rain band migrating across the Irish Sea, pushing up into parts of Lancashire and Cumbria through the morning. Bits and pieces of showery rain elsewhere, but probably a relatively dull, dry, cloudy afternoon for many other parts once that rain moves through. Breezy conditions again, but it isn't chilly. Temperatures tomorrow will get to around 17 or 18 degrees, so just above average for the time of year. One or two glimmers of brightness here and there over the next few days, but it is rather dull in the main. Thursday, a cloudy day to come, but it should be dry. Rain will be moving through on Friday, and some of that will be heavy, and that is going to be replaced by showers and some potentially very windy weather as we start this weekend. Bye-bye for now. Hello again. A benign couple of days weather-wise. It'll be rather cloudy, temperatures around or just above average before an unsettled end to this week, with rain moving through to start the weekend and then some rather windy conditions for Saturday. Back to tonight, and for the Isle of Man, it is becoming rather wet over the next few hours. An increase in cloud elsewhere, low cloud of mistiness, a few fog patches under clear skies in Derbyshire and East Cheshire overnight tonight. A mild night to come though, staying in double figures. Winds picking up a touch around Irish Sea coasts before tomorrow morning, when the sun is up at 7:12, setting tomorrow evening at 6:48. Now on to tomorrow, a cloudy start to the day. Rain across the Isle of Man moves through the Irish Sea and then into parts of Lancashire and Cumbria through the morning tomorrow. Bits and pieces of showery rain elsewhere, but probably a dry, cloudy afternoon for most of us. Temperature-wise again, it's on the mild side, but it will be breezy at times, with some late brightness creeping into the Isle of Man and western areas before dusk. Looking ahead, on Thursday, a cloudy day with an unsettled weekend ahead.